Hello, my name is Jelani Abdul Shahid, and today I will be talking about labeling theory. So, labeling theory states that we should focus on the interaction between deviant people and normal people and why people label some acts as deviant. This theory came around in the 1960s. So who are the labelers and who are the labeled? So the labelers usually are rich, white, and powerful. So like your police, your judges, your politicians, the kind of people who make the laws, the people who are in charge of places. And the labeled are usually poor and, darker skinned minorities, those who kind of don't have the power to change laws. So the labelers, they kind of, they have money, they have power wherever they're at, and so they go, hey, well, this is deviant, this is deviant, this is deviant, and the labeled have no choice but to accept that because they have no power in society. And that's kind of, well, I'll talk about the problems on the next slide, but that's kind of one big problem is that once you're in the labeled, you kind of just have to go with whatever the labeler says. And then labeling people also can make them fall into kind of that deviant acts that they're being accused of. So let's say I am, a labeled person and I don't want to be labeled. I don't want to commit deviant acts. But, I just keep constantly getting this pressure. Hey, you're this, you're this, you're deviant, you're deviant, you're deviant. Eventually I'm gonna go, well, I guess I'm a deviant then and begin to commit those deviant acts basically. And then also for the labeler as well, these deviant acts sort of help teach them what's good and what's bad. So let's say, for example, I'm in a, I'm sorry, I'm in a labeling, I'm in like around a lot of laborers, and all of a sudden here comes a deviant person. Maybe they start stealing, they get arrested, they go to jail. I can turn to my kids and go, hey, look, you see that right there? That's a deviant person. That's something you shouldn't do. Yeah, and so this is called the first act and the final act. So the first act is when a child commits a deviant behavior that they don't see as deviant, but adults do. So, kids playing around, maybe they, take rocks, throw them through windows. They don't see this as bad. They're just having fun. But then here comes an adult to say, hey, don't do that. That's bad. Okay. Now they're kind of understanding, okay, that's bad. I shouldn't do that. The final act is a deviant behavior that both children and adults see as deviant. So this is something, let's say you're killing people, robbing people. Even a child knows, hey, that's bad. I shouldn't kill and rob people. That's bad. Okay, and so here's some like problems with labeling theory. First problem with labeling theory is that everybody doesn't see certain behaviors as deviant. So let's say I'll use real life example. Donald Trump, he's going really hard on trans people. Hey, they shouldn't exist. You can't get the surgery. You can't get it on your passport. Well, not everybody sees that as not everybody labels being transgender as deviant. Some people label it as, hey, that's just your life. And so people, and so like, so like being homosexual, maybe getting tattoos, that's stuff that's labeled as deviant, but to some people that's not deviant. My next problem is that it's like a one shoe fits all when all crimes are not the same. So the example of this is, let's say you're labeled as a thief. You know, it's two people labeled as thieves. One of them, they steal a small piece of candy from the store every now and again. They're still a thief, but they're also in the same label as somebody who's stealing thousands of dollars worth of products every day. You can't really call both of those people thieves because, yeah, one of them's stealing candy and the other's stealing thousands of dollars. And then the last one is, like I talked about earlier, only one group gets the label. So if only one person can label, then that kind of creates an unfair dynamic where it's like, oh, I can say whatever I want and you'll be a deviant. Yeah. So yeah, this is labeling theory. Basically, to sum it up, it's people label actions as deviant. Yeah, thank you.